Hey guys, Angie Atkinson here, and today I'm going to share with you kind of another perception on gaslighting and on how narcissists sometimes give it to you secondhand. All right, let's get started. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about, right? So when a narcissist is stressed out about literally like anything in their lives, um, a lot of times they will take it out on whoever their primary source of supply is, and if that's you, which it most likely is if you're watching this video, well then this is for you. You're it, my friend. So you know what I'm talking about, right? So like when you're finding yourself. Let me just give you an example, okay? So if you can imagine, let's say someone. Let's say you are with a narcissist as in a relationship. Okay, let's assume that's what we're talking about for now. But please note that this can also apply to a parental narcissist or a boss or anything else. Just in obviously different iterations. You're not going to lay in bed with a boss. You're not going to, lay in bed with your parents necessarily. Okay. So let's just go into it from that perspective for now. Let's say we've got a stay at home mom and, or dad, and that we have a narcissist that they are married to. Okay. So here we go. So you're finding yourself laying in bed. Tears are streaming down your face silently, just streaming down and kind of into your ears or your hair, however that stuff works for you, right? And then, you know, as the narcissist is sleeping peacefully, snoring away right next to you, okay? And whether or maybe it's somewhere else, maybe it's a bad situation and they're on the couch or you're on the couch or whatever. But you know that wherever the narcissist is right now, he's sleeping or she's sleeping like a baby, okay? Meanwhile, you're crying or raging or seething or feeling like you want to kill yourself or whatever, because once again, you've been subjected to the torture of gaslighting, and 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 it has become an elaborate but textbook way that you watch the narcissist kind of flip the script in your life all the time. So maybe you called the narcissist out on something important or maybe something insignificant. Like maybe, hey, do you think you could put your coffee cup in the dishwasher for me when you're done so that we don't have any dishes in the sink because maybe you're trying to keep the house clean or whatever, right? So maybe the narcissist says, hey, what do you mean? You mean put it in the sink, put it in the dishwasher while I'm on my way out the door to go to work and like, make more money for this family? Meanwhile, you get to sit down on your ass and do nothing all the time, right? And you just play with your kids all day or our kids all day, whatever. I wish my life was so easy and simple. You should really be happy that you have me, but you just don't care. And you don't appreciate me. God, you used to be the coolest guy or girl I knew. And you've changed and I don't know what happened to you. You're so different now. You're just not the guy or girl I married. And oh, life sucks, man. My life sucks. Poor me. You see that what just happened there? And what you've got there, of course, is a situation where you've got a narcissist who is, basically literally flipping the script right there in that one, little interaction. You've gone from asking a simple question to being in trouble. And sometimes, they might hold on to that stuff for weeks or years or whatever. It's ridiculous. And we all know that in almost any situation, and a narcissist is not going to respond very well to anything other than, oh my God, you're so amazing. And that's because the narcissist is so good at reeling us in and works so hard to manipulate us to their advantage. Even the most intelligent of us are affected by narcissists in this way. And it's something that we're often very angry at ourselves about because we find ourselves feeling, as though we're stupid or we're naive and we beat ourselves up about it and it's very difficult. Okay. So, because the narcissist is so good at doing that and reeling us in and manipulating us to our advantage, right? We try to start changing ourselves. We think maybe that's not, maybe we are crazy, right? And so we start tolerating stuff that we would never tolerate before. And then we anytime we give any indication that we're not okay with what they're doing, well, they get very upset, right? So we stop bitching. We try to be perfect. We work on gray rocking with a smile. And every now and then we still react, and we always instantly regret it when we do because you know that at some point the narcissist may explode on you at the most inopportune time. Okay. And so sometimes in order to remain unpredictable, of course, the narcissist occasionally will act like a normal person and kind of let it slide if you're a little cranky, or, you know, at least, until you start to think that you're happy again, and that maybe you were wrong, maybe this isn't a narcissist. And that's when, of course, you will be gaslighted to the point that you might even, become brainwashed, you become suicidal, you become otherwise miserable, basically. So, you lose your ability to really care about anything else. And you might, neglect people and things that matter to you. Excuse me for moving that in the middle of a video like that. But anyway, you might just neglect people and things that matter to you, like I said, or, you know, everything that matters to you changes because your primary goal, your primary function in life becomes making the narcissist happy, or at least keeping them from getting upset with you. Okay. So you grow enmeshed. You don't want to cause trouble. So you change your whole self, everything that you care about, everything that you do. And so you grow further enmeshed with the narcissist as you go, to the level that you stop being concerned about even your own needs, right? So, for example, maybe you never use up the toothpaste or toilet paper without replacing it because you know that if you do, the narcissist will go ballistic on you. Or maybe you go without something you need, like glasses or medicine or whatever, just to give the narcissist something he needs, and he or she just wants. Okay. And maybe at this point it's become habit, because at this point the narcissist has taught you that you don't deserve to come first, like, ever. Okay. And so in your mind, even though you logically know better, in your mind you will always sacrifice, because you will always put yourself in a place where you just want everyone to be happy. You probably say that, I wish everyone was just, I just want to make everyone okay. I want to make everyone happy. It's part of the curse of the empath. You feel so deeply that you don't want to hurt anyone else's feelings. And of course, that's part of the reason the narcissist likes you in the first place, because you're easy to manipulate in that way when, you are literally almost hardwired to respond to the narcissist extreme emotions. And so it's just for him or her the perfect match, right? But the worst part is that this cycle, literally, it's really going to continue as long as you allow it to continue. Okay. And so, while a part of you continues to try to convince yourself that you're okay with it because it feels easier than causing conflict, for which, of course, if you do, you will always pay dearly for that. And a narcissist would be happy to keep you in perpetual suspension, for his or her source of supply, as long as you're okay with it, because, and even if you're not, as long as they can maintain it, because it feels easier than causing conflict, because with a narcissist, he doesn't care, or she doesn't care if she causes conflict, as long as you'll take it, is what it comes down to. They will keep you in perpetual suspension, as one of multiple sources of supply in most cases, as long as you'll take it. Okay. I've seen a lot of situations where a narcissistic child, has a codependent relationship with a narcissistic parent, and then when they grow up, they're unable to, really function on their own, and they become incredibly dysfunctional and usually torture someone else. Part of the reason I do these videos, I'm hoping that, maybe we can break the cycle and teach people what to look for and how to behave in a way that is stronger, and helps the people like narcissists not want them as much, or if they do, learn to resist it. Okay, but anyway, we're getting there. So, um, you know, when a narcissist has a bad day, he or she will take it out in ways that healthy people would not, and, like, mentally, and in some cases physically, on people that they love. Um, you know, and so what it comes down to, is it's almost nearly always at the expense of some poor empath, who, just tried to shine a little light into the world, like you. Yeah. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it, you guys. You know that I'm pretty real with you. The fact is that the narcissist does this because you have become one of their personal emotional dumpsters. Yeah, I said that. Emotional dumpsters. Okay, so what I'm saying is the narcissist has an image to uphold out there in the world, but he also needs a way to release all of the pent up crazy in private. Okay. So while a normal, healthy person might be like, I don't know, start working out or journaling or meditating or whatever, a narcissist will need to go ahead and release all the poison and refill with supply. You understand what I mean? So with a new clean supply or a new different supply or whatever, but what happens is you are used as that supply. You are used as that place to not only suck up your energy but also to, essentially vomit their whole anxiety on you. Okay. I'm sorry for pausing there. I'm getting messages from my office manager, Haley, that I have a client in need. So I'm going to have to wrap this up here. But anyway, real quick, see, the narcissist hasn't, the narcissist, let me get focused. Okay. The thing is, the narcissist has an image to uphold out there in the world. Okay. And but they also need a way to release the pent up crazy in private. And while a normal, healthier person might journal or meditate or whatever a healthy person would do to deal with their own issues, then a narcissist will need to go ahead and spit it up on you. You will, like a vampire, will get hungry and need to suck the blood out of someone in order to regain strength and vitality and, in fact, stay alive. Essentially, for the narcissist, except for with the narcissist, the needs to put the smack down somewhere safe in order to protect his or her image, you know, that it by far supersedes any need to be in a real live healthy relationship. And so you, my friend, get to be one of the primary sources of supply, sometimes the only source, depending on the setup there. So what do you do about it? Well, ideally, you go no contact, and that, but ideal is ideal, and it doesn't always work in real life. So, you sometimes you've got to just suck it up, and you go gray rock, and you just get through it. But if you're still in it right now and you're living with a narcissist, you ought to know your options. You ought to consider some other things. So, you can either upset your whole world for a few months, or take the chance that you will not feel this way until the day you die and spend every moment until then hating your life or just not living. So, you, my bottom line advice is this: you don't stay for the wolf you know. You don't allow yourself to believe the lies the narcissist tells you about yourself, and you start working toward getting out or at least getting safe emotionally and especially physically. All right. All right. I've got to wrap it up for now. I've got to take care of my client. She's in an emergency situation, but I will see you guys tomorrow. If you have a moment, please go ahead and jump on my channel and see the interview I did with the lovely and talented Tracy Malone today, who is a fellow YouTuber who also talks about narcissism and narcissistic abuse, and she's recently recovered. So it was a real cool conversation. Actually, we might continue to do it on the regular because it was so much fun. We did have a few technical difficulties at the beginning, but I went ahead and posted it anyway on my channel. All right. I will see you guys very soon. Have a great week. Thank you.